Now, in America, they carry guns. Here in the UK, they carry machetes. They carry these knives.
Oh, they do the same thing. They do the same thing.
So what kind of advice would you give a youngster that is about to take a weapon outside of the home? And then when you talk to them, they say it's to protect myself. But what kind of advice would you give to that individual who's about to walk out that door with that weapon?
Well, I believe in protecting yourself. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's the environment that they live in. I mean, I have a firearm illegally, that I carry with me. So I get it. You know what I'm saying? I understand. But the question is, are you using it to do harm? Or are you really using it to protect yourself? That's the question. Are you going out there to take, from somebody else, right? So I believe I touched on that already. You know what I'm saying? You got to really start thinking about, putting yourself in somebody else's shoes and thinking about how would you feel if somebody did that to you? You minding your business, you just trying to get home, you just trying to, take care of your family, and somebody come rolling up on you and taking what you work for. Well, it don't matter if it was hard work or not, period. You work for it. That's all that matters. And take your sweat equity, the money that you work for, and just ruin your whole day, man. Ruin everything. Ruin everything. You don't know what that person need that money for. You know what I'm saying? They trying to use it to feed their family. They trying to use it to feed. In fact, you got to think, remember, everybody's in the same situation as you. Everybody trying to eat. Everybody trying to make a living. They're just trying to make it. And you come up and you take, what they work so diligently for them, to earn, man. It's not right. It's not right. And even though it may seem like life is not fair to you, you got to be the bigger man. I can say this because I grew up in the hood, man. I grew up in the two worst sides of my city. I grew up straight in the hood. I didn't grow up in the suburbs. I grew up in the inner city. You know what I'm saying? So I know what that looks like, man. I know what the struggle looks like. None of my friends was rich. None of my friends' mothers and fathers was rich. None of them. We all were in the same boat. We was all on welfare. We was all struggling, trying to make ends meet. And you just got to keep that in mind, man. Now you just made it harder for that family. Now you just made it worse for them. Because you want to wear a gold chain, because you want some diamonds in your ears. You know what I'm saying? Because you want to have on some fresh gear. So, you prospering and how you're making it is from somebody's pain. You reap what you sow, man. It's going to come back to you.
Absolutely. Definitely. Just to go back a little bit again. Now, you were in the military.
Mm-hmm.
You're trained to handle a weapon.
No doubt.
And you are structured to know what is right and what is wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if I come at you in the street and you and I were exchanging words,
right,
and you have your weapon on you,
mm-hmm.
regardless what the situation is, you're not just going to pull out your weapon because we're exchanging words, because you will not feel threatened because I did not pull out a weapon. But
right.
These younger kids, because don't you think when they have a weapon, they're quicker to react, to pull that weapon out automatically? Because they're not as focused and not as structured. And then when they're shooting, they have innocent bystanders.
Well, again, I wouldn't necessarily say that because, I grew up in an atmosphere where, we was living the street life, but I had friends who wasn't, so I wouldn't necessarily say that all of them are like that. You know what I'm saying? That wouldn't be fair to put them all in the same category.
Absolutely.
I would say because of their maturity, their maturity level, I would say that. It depends on the person that has the weapon. Where's their mindset at? Are they trying to prove how tough they are? Do they got a itchy trigger finger? You know, they just, you know, looking for an opportunity for them to use their gun. You know, that would really be more so the question. But, you know, some of them, man, they just trying to survive, you know, and I get it. I'm not going to sit up here and act like, you know, they shouldn't defend themselves, man, because the same police officers, the same security guards, you know, those same individuals, guess what? They got protection to protect themselves from the same people they living next door to.
Indeed.
Are living across the street from. Those same individuals, guess what? You know, so I just have to keep it real, man. I know these young people just trying to survive, man. They just trying to make it, man. And some of them don't have any ill intent. They just know what it is in their neighborhood and they're trying to defend themselves.
Absolutely. I can definitely understand that, because some of them, you know, the saddest thing about the community is that these youngsters are seeing their friends being killed, you know, family members being killed, and some of them feel as though they do need to protect themselves. But again, you and I spoke about this. I asked you about it. How about the psychological aspect of it? Are they seeing a psychiatrist? How are they being supported? Or is it just, oh, it's okay, you'll be okay, you know? How about the nightmares? How do they cope with all that?
You know, that's a good question. I actually seen a psychiatrist myself while I was in the military, man, because I had suffered from post-traumatic stress disorder, you know, as well. You know, I had PTSD, you know what I mean? Because of things that I had experienced traumatically while I was in the military. And talking is therapeutic, because for me, everybody's different. Everybody handles their anger differently. But I would say, you know, it's okay to see a psychiatrist. It doesn't mean that you're crazy. That's a big misconception. Okay. You know what I'm saying? It's like, for instance, somebody who's trying to lose weight. Is something wrong with them because they're going to, you know, a health coach? You know what I'm saying? Is something wrong with them because they're going to a dietitian? No, they're going to the source where somebody specializes in that particular area that they need assistance with. So a psychiatrist deals with the psych. The psych, you got to break down the words. It's the mind. You're dealing with the mind. So they specialize in helping you to learn how to manage your thoughts and your emotions, and how to, now you call anger management, how to manage your anger, how to have self-control, how to control yourself, right? So when you see a psychiatrist, they're there to help to guide you through life circumstances and teach you how to handle those circumstances in a healthier way.
I like that. Because the thing is that in the community, you know, some people feel as though it's taboo to talk about it, to say, well, I'm seeing a psychiatrist, I'm seeing
Oh yeah.
You know, so that is why a lot of these youths don't want to see a psychiatrist, will refuse. So as you just broke it down for them, they're there to support you.
Exactly.
You know, they're not going to go out and talk about your business.
They don't want to get sued, they won't.
I'm sorry?
I said they don't want to get sued, they won't. You know, because it's the HIPAA. You know, it's an act that protects your personal information from it being disclosed. So, you know, if somebody does that, that's illegal, man.
Of course.
Yeah.
You know, that's why they signed that contract, that confidentiality.
Exactly.
Contract.
That's it.
There's, you know, in life, we all need support one way or another. And as you stated, talking is very, you know, therapeutic. The more we talk, the more we get it off our chest.
Yes, it helped me a lot.
And also there's something called
Helped me a lot.
free writing. You can write down your feelings, your emotions, whatever you're going through. Nobody has to read that book. But also there's so much resources out there that one can tap into for support.